That cow must be here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Ha! Gotcha now, little cow. Now it's time.
Oh no! The cow just magically disappeared. Can you please stop staring at me? Yes, stop. Yeah, just stop.
Wait, oh my god. It's a baby cow. It's a baby cow. Hello, baby.
Ma'am, get away from my
This
child,
baby
ma'am.
is so
No,
cute.
go away, ma'am. Go away, ma'am.
He's so aggressive.
I don't think so,
He's
Beach.
so
I
aggressive.
don't
Let's
think so,
just
Beach.
leave the baby alone. Let's just leave the baby. I'm gonna come back later, and your mama will be my dinner. I'm gonna come back later, and your mama will be my dinner.
Oh, this must be a very lucky day for me. I just found Mama Cow. Hello, Mama
Didn't
Cow.
I tell you
I've
to
been
stop
looking for you
bothering us?
everywhere. Just stay still. I'm gonna take that and thank you. Goodbye. How about you? You must be the baby cow and you're already grown up. You would be so perfect with that new, just fresh meat. Just stay still, okay? I'm not gonna do anything bad. I'm just gonna take your fresh meat for the people, you know.
Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Arlene and I am back with another video. And in this video, this is a building tutorial. And you may have already guessed what I'm gonna build, and that is a drum roll please. That is a meat house. Look at this meat. I have plenty of meat from mama cow and baby cow, and I've also used them to track their relatives or something. I've also have other meat just like sheep's meat, pigs, and other animals that we could get meat from. And we are going to build this meat house very detailed. So now let's go and find a place. Haha, this is perfect. We just have to do some terraforming or something. Yeah, this is so cute. This is gonna be perfect, just at the back of the picnic spot. In this part of the video, I kind of flattened the area because it kind of looked a bit bumpy at the areas. So now we are going to count here, and I'll just give the measurements on the image. Now I'm filling the floor with spruce planks, and you could use any block of your choice. I just use spruce planks at mine. And don't worry, these are just 5 blocks tall. Now filling the walls with a block of your choice. Let's do the same thing at the other parts of the house.
So we're following a certain pattern here, so we could just have that detailed texture kind of thing. Okay, it is looking pretty good by now. It is kind of plain, but we will work on that later. We're gonna put more detail later. Now for the roof, we are not going for a classic roof. We are just gonna use the same color that we use for like the posts of the house, like the sides. You know what I'm talking about. And this is like a medieval type of roof. I don't know, just follow what blocks I'm putting, like step by step. It was also difficult for me to follow, you know. But I promise you, this looks cute and adorable. I mean, this is what it looks right now, but when it's complete, it looks totally different. We're just gonna do the same thing at the other side, like the same shape of the roof, so that it would be equal. Now, these types of roof is what I usually use for building. And when I use these, it kind of makes the house a lot more detailed and comfy. Okay, so it's already raining and monsters will appear out of nowhere. And just like that creeper that I'm seeing right there, and it's gonna explode if I was in survival mode, but I'm in creative mode. So that is good because, to be honest, I am very bad in playing in survival mode. That's why I always play in creative mode, and that's the only thing that I'm good at, is building and doing creative stuff, or maybe exploding some houses. That's the only thing that I can do in Minecraft, and that's why I love the game so much, because the only thing that I can play here is creative mode, and I haven't played survival yet. But I have heard about the hardcore mode, which is pretty scary, especially after that update that Minecraft made. Just look at that creeper. It really wants to explode my house. Now I just did the same roof style at the back, which is actually connected to the front. And so we could connect the rest of the roof, so we could just get this over with, just filling it all up. But it has to be perfect, because one mistake can make the roof ugly. And now that the roof is all filled up, we could go move on to the second floor, and the same thing that we did at the first floor, we're just gonna fill the floor up with spruce. And as for the walls, we're gonna follow a certain pattern, so we could put a bit texture at the walls instead of mixing it with other blocks, because it just gives it more detail. And just like that, we already have a better wall. Let's just continue that to the other sides of the house with the same pattern that we used, but we're gonna add up the windows, of course, with the same windows that we have at the first floor. Well, this part of the video is just optional. Either you put it or not, it will still look beautiful. But I'm just gonna add this up because it will give a much more detail to the build. Just gonna fill it up with spruce planks. Now let's work on the door. And I want it to be, no, not that. I want it to be facing inside, so that it would just look a bit more cool. I promise no mobs were harmed in this video. And I like to just make my windows like this. It's just a bit more detailed, and now it kind of looks a lot more better with this kind of windows. I just picked gray windows, but you could use any type of window that you like.
I figured there might be something missing in this house, so I just added like these walls and added different types of walls to add a detail. Gosh, this is so pretty! And the meat house doesn't look like a meat house yet, but we can work on that in the interior. And now that the outside is done, we could work on the interior. Oh, hello, Skelly! We are now working on the stairs that is just going up to the second floor. Now, the upstairs is pretty empty by now, but we will work on that later. Alrighty then, we are now working on the interior. We're just gonna put some barrels which are just 3 blocks high, and this will be a storage for our meat. I just used half bars to use it as shelves to display our meat. It's gonna be the same for the other side, and we're gonna display our meat right here just like chicken. And at the other side, we will also have the same shelves. And we will repeat these throughout the room to make places for our different types of meat. And just like I said, we're gonna repeat the same process throughout the room. We're gonna repeat the same type of shelves. We can also put them through the walls, and just to make more space for our meat. We should display lots of meat, especially the cow meat, because the mama cow's meat is what made me make this build in the first place. I'm really having some trust issues because that store might just have some anger towards me,
because they might be saying like, ah, you're so cringe. We're just gonna follow the same design for the shelves, like putting those campfires, because this is the special part. This is what makes it meat house, because of the meat that it displays. Because if there is no meat like being displayed, I think they wouldn't even be so sure if this is actually a meat house with just barrels across the room. That would look really plain. From drinking all that night vision potion, I didn't even notice that there are lots of monsters here. So now I'm just gonna light up the room. I did the same shelves at the top of the house, like stairs. No, I don't mean the top of the house, like just upstairs, to make it more colorful and more detailed. We're gonna add these flowers. I just forgot what they're called, but they're kind of like blossoms, more blossoms, I guess. And we're gonna use some chains and lanterns to light up the room. I also used a special light block, but if you're in survival mode, it's okay. You could just use lanterns all over the place, but it would take a lot of iron to be able to light up the whole place. It's looking good by now, but we need more light, so I'm gonna use some blossoms and it's gonna act like a light bulb. There are still some detail missing, so I'm just gonna put these vase with the bushes and the pot inside it. It's like a new beautiful feature here in Minecraft that I really want to use, and it will be perfect in the meat house. I'm kind of breaking some stuff, but it's okay. I just fixed it and cut the part where I break so many stuff because my phone is lagging. We needed more greenery, so I added a lot of vase with these bushes. I mean, these plants with the leaves. Putting so much effort and detail through your build can make a simple build so much beautiful than you would expect. Like, look at this. After the video, you would see that the build is a lot more clean and pretty. It's so colorful with lots of meat. That's all. I forgot to put the counter because you can't have a store without the counters. Where are you gonna pay? I just put it like a little computer thing, and I watched this from a YouTube tutorial. I've been seeing it all over my FYP or YouTube. Now that we've put the signs there, we're just gonna name all of these meat so we could have like a more detailed. Something is missing. Raw beef, we've got plenty. Now that is beautiful. Yeah, so we're just gonna continue the signs all over the place. The most special thing that we have here is the beef, especially that it's the first thing you'll see when you come in, but it's the big shelf. It's the first big shelf because the first thing you see when you get in is the pork. Up here we are now putting lots of signs. This is so satisfying, but I don't have a lot to say, and I keep messing up. Also, I feel so bad for putting like rabbit meat here, because does it belong here? I think it does, but who the hell eats rabbits? That's absurd. That's absurd. But you know, I kinda need to put all of the meat here. This is my favorite one yet. Many beef mom family. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Now that we're done with the interior, it's now time to put detail on the exterior. Let's just start detailing the roof. We're just gonna put some other colored stairs, but it has to be like near the shade. This is like black, so I used gray to make it look like it worn out. To make it look like a worn out old roof, old kind of meat house. And we're gonna
use like leaves all over the roof, so it would look like it will look gold, I guess. And it looks so pretty, even though it kind of looks old. It's like a pretty old kind of thing. You should know what I'm saying. You should know what I'm saying because I'm not that good in English, so that's it. Now let's put at least 2 lamps at the sides. Yeah, just not too much. And let's also add like glowing lamps around the place. It will look so cute. Hello cow, I desperately need your meat, so you guys come here. I really need to stop. You could stop here if you're already satisfied, but I am not, so I'm adding more detail to the windows using these dark oak trapdoors. These are pretty cute, and it gives like a cozy cottage vibe. It's like a very 5-star meat house. Well, if you do want a pretty building, you just have to work extra hard on it, right? So here I am just putting more detail to the build. I'm still not satisfied and there's still something missing, so I'm just putting this table. You could hang out here while you're waiting for your order, or if there is too much people inside, which this isn't an open server though. I'm just gonna put these. Guess what? I'm still not satisfied. But don't worry, it just needs a teensy-weensy missing little detail, which is ba-ba-ba-da. Drum roll please, it's taking so long. I'm just gonna go around the house, yeah, ba-ba-ba-da. We are missing the sign. I'm just gonna put it right here. Let's put "You need meat." I got it. That is a pretty cool sign. Now let us just go through the house. Let's have a look around. Yes, it's looking very pretty, but it kind of looked like a haunted vibe, but it's okay. It's a meat house. Just don't think of it that way, and you never heard that I said that. We're gonna put a pathway. It's something special though. We're just gonna continue with the pathway. We're gonna connect this. Don't worry, it's just taking a while. I'm tired. Wow, it's looking pretty decent now. We could have a look inside now. Look at this, the counter, which we've got hay here, and the pork. We have this beautiful beef with all that plenty meat. We have raw mutton. We have cod, and which is very fishy. I know you might have been imagining this must be a stinky store, but we use a very special perfume here just to get the smell away from our noses, even though Minecraft players don't have noses. So this is a look. Now we've got this pretty big counters with all these pretty meat. I've collected this all by myself, and I've killed plenty of creatures. Promise I'm not that harmful. There we have it, a cozy Minecraft meat house. Please subscribe and leave a like for more enjoyable videos like this.